Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hodges. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. 368.
It's Mixon on the counter. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Heads up. Lead. Check 55, Mike. Come to my work. Yeah, practice. Come to my work. Hey, let go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Green here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Andy Dalton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
And now to the air, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Bengals 17, Steelers nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Hey, we got to stop here, D. Hey, check 24, check 24.
80 weapon.
Check.
Hey, exit.
Hey, go.
Hodges looks to throw on third down, and it's brought in by Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Go now. General West. 60 or.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Strip the ball. Strip that.
Clear.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Come on, set. Moody base.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. Shoot.
2nd and 10 now. Hodges going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hodges. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
55, Mike, 55. No getting on this defense.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's counter. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby.
Bravo.
Now Hodges on 1st down. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Coaching spell.
Crunch. Switch. Check 37. Check 37. Check.
Check up.
Throwing now, Hodges on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check.
Five. Ready?
Here's Hodges looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Now Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Cameron Hayward drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hodges now. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Complete to James Washington.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Out of the gun, it's Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now here's Ross. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
6-6. Pull it high.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hands up! Lead!
Watch it, he's tired of me. He's tired of us. Watch the edge.
Yeah, fight it.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Dalton, and able to find Green. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Nixon slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Throwing, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Hey, Orbit. That's a screen. Pass.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 2 by 2. Move.
Defense offsides here. Freebie for Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Here we go, Cam. 10.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Finding room to the 20. He completes it to Boyd. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch this.
You got that right there.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We don't want this.
Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
That's going to be a long day.
Dalton here from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Hodges. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score, Bengals 31, Steelers nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the pit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm scared.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
368.
It's our time.
Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
On second down now, Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.